Hello everyone, Christina here, your tech director. Today I'm going to teach you how you can do a direct mail out through command. And this time, instead of advertising a listing, you can create a custom postcard just for brand awareness or talking about the market, etc. All right, so I'm going to share my screen and we will get started. What is so awesome is this command system will automatically mail these postcards for you. So you do not have to worry about a graphic designer. You don't have to worry about putting postcard stamps on the postcards and finding the addresses, etc. The system will do it all for you. All right. And it's very affordable. So first step is we're going to go to our campaigns, which is the megaphone on the left. Once you're here, you're going to click on Create Campaign at the top right. And once you're here, you're going to click Direct Mail. Now, this is just for your records. So name your campaign, whatever you want to name it. And then let's just say brand awareness. And then down here, instead of clicking default templates, because default templates are going to be postcard templates about listings, we want to click upload a custom template. Then click create campaign. So here is where you're going to drop the designs that you have built in designs for your postcard. Down here, it shows you what sizes are required, and make sure that you include a bleed line, meaning there's a white space around the postcard design, so that way it will properly show up on the postcards. So all of that is described right here. Now I'm going to show you how to create these designs in command. So I'm going to leave this screen the way it is, and I'm going to open a separate tab and go to command, agent.kw.com, and I'm going to go to designs. Once we're here, I'm going to click on the blue plus sign at the bottom right, and I'm going to go to print and next. Once we are here, we're going to find, I'm going to show you a couple different options for some brand awareness postcards that you could send out. So obviously here, it automatically opens up to my app. And if you click standard postcards at the very top here, you'll see they're the 6x4" size. Click that. And here are some really neat ones that's all about advertising you, brand awareness, and your app. So these are some good options. Okay. Then under listings, obviously this is more geared towards listings for coming soon, for sale, just listed, just sold. But then you have local expert, and you can go all the way to the right and click standard postcards at the top. So here's some that's really educating the people that you're sending this postcard to on the market. So those are also great options. Neighborhood snaps. I think this one is really cool. When you get in here, you just scroll to the side again, to the right, to standard postcards at the top. And there are two different templates here for postcards that is also educating them on their market. But what's really cool is this even gives them the really neat map view and the numbers as well. What's awesome for these, command auto populates all that information for you. So it's so easy. And then I believe under lead generation, under home value, there are some here. Once again, standard postcards. There's some here. What's your home worth? Find out what your home is worth. Even client testimonials, I believe there's some. No, not these. Client love is what I was thinking. Yeah, client love. You scroll all the way to the right at the top, and then there's standard postcards. These are great for when you have a closing, you can mail a postcard. That's what these are for. And then a home value, I think I already said. Holiday greetings, this is great for when you're doing a holiday postcard. Oh, let's see. I thought there was some for that. Oh yeah, standard postcards. Ay. Okay, click on standard postcards and then you'll see some holiday greeting ones. So for today, I want to show you the neighborhood snaps one because this one is really neat. So I'm going to go to buyer and neighborhood snaps. Once we're here, we're going to go all the way to the right to standard postcards. And then I want to use this one right here. So we're going to click the red use button. So this is going to open up the design studio. And all you have to think about is what neighborhood are you going to send these postcards out to? So once you've narrowed that down, you can not only do it for a neighborhood, you could also do it for a whole city. So just depending how many postcards you want to send out, etc. For this example, I'm just going to say Burleson. And then for this data over here, all you have to do is on the left side, you click KWLS. And then right here, you're going to change this to snapshots. Right here, we just need to search in the search bar for Burleson. Oh, I'm sorry. We actually can click search by postal code. That's easier. Add the zip code in here and hit enter. And it's going to auto-populate that data for us, okay? So you'll see that the template that we're going to choose, it needs to be formatted like this one. So that one is this right here. So all we do is click it and drag until you see it replace the one on the right side. Now that data has populated in here, and you'll see the red line up here going. That means it's still sharpening the image and getting it to look the way it's supposed to. Now it's done. So there's 86 active listings, 138 are pending. The average days on market is 59, and the average price per square foot is 155. Okay, so that is the first page, and it's ready to go. Then when you click on pages 2 at the bottom right, it'll pull up what the other side looks like. I'm sorry, looks like. So you'll click on page 2, and then that's going to pull that up on this side, okay? To hide it, you just click these little arrows and it'll move it to the side. So here you can edit all of this information, change the wording to what you would like. I really like the way it is worded. You can, think of creative things to add to it or take away from it. You could even just kind of re-summarize the numbers on the front of the postcard, whatever you'd like to do. Or you could come from value, what your team has to offer anyone that's looking at buying or selling in that zip code, okay? Once you have edited this information, keep in mind the KWDBA name logo is here to remind you to replace that with your logo, your KWDBA logo. And I'm going to use this one. So I'm just going to replace. So it drops it in there. You can click on the picture, replace it with your picture. For name, you can just double click here, add your name, and add all of this information as well. For your download my app, the place that you find this information, when you open a separate tab, go to command. And then when you go to consumer at the bottom left, and then click right here, site and app settings, URLs. That is your app code. Okay, so that's where you can find that. Replace that information there. Once you're done, you're going to click download at the top. Now here's the key. To get this to upload properly, make sure that you change this to include bleed, and I just leave it as automatic bleed by mirroring edges. And then I would do one at a time. So I'm going to download the first page, click one, and then click out of it. It takes it just a minute to move that out of the way. There we go. And then click download. So it's going to download the first page. And once that downloads, this will be clickable again, and then I'll be able to download the second page. Same thing, include bleed, leave it as automatic, and then change this to page 2. Then click back there to move it and click download. Okay, so now we have our postcard ready to go. All right, so what we're going to do is go back to our direct mail campaign, and we need to drag these pictures into this box here. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is the front of the postcard. I believe this one was the front, but we'll see. I'm going to click it and drag it. All right. Okay, that page is done. Now I'm going to go to the back of the postcard and add that one. Okay, so we have it in there. Now I'm going to click continue. So now you'll see it gives you a little preview of the front and the back. Okay, so you'll see I accidentally pasted the same one twice, but it's okay for this example. Y'all just bear with me. Now when we go to Market Center, this is where you're going to type your Market Center name. And then the street address for your Market Center. And click verify address. It'll bring up the proper one and confirm. Targeting. We're going to do local targeting. It has to have a starting street address. What that means is if you know the exact neighborhood that you want to target, just put one of the addresses from that neighborhood, and then that's going to be the starting point. It's going to give you the option on the next screen to see what houses are going to be targeted with this campaign. So I'm just going to put our office address since this listing, or I'm sorry, since the area that I am targeting is Burleson in this example. Okay, so now I'm going to click save. All right, now budget, this is where you can change how many you want to send out. So you'll see for 200 postcards at first class mail for 59 cents each, it's going to be $118. That price includes printing, distribution, and postage. Super great deal. You can always go up or down depending what you want to spend. So once you have that, click save. Next step is configure targeting at the top right. Do you want to create this campaign? Yes. Don't worry, it's not going to charge you yet. It's going to take you to the next screen so that you can set your targeting area of who you want to target. So you'll see down here that this is targeting 200 houses around that address starting point. Okay, so it shows you exactly what houses. You can even click on them to unselect them. You can remove them, etc. You can change how many houses you want to target. You can change the property type, all these details. It's going to be first class mail. You can even select for it to send your market center a copy, so that way you get to see what it actually looked like when it went out. Then from there, you're going to click next, and it's going to show you at the top here a preview. Keep in mind, I messed up and I uploaded the same picture twice, so that's why it looks like this. But yours will be correct with the front and the back side. You'll see that it also auto-populates how it's going to look with the postage, the return mailing address, and the person's resident address as well. Okay. You can click view a larger preview here, and that will show you a large preview PDF so you can easily read everything. Double check your spelling, because I did do one, my first one, and I did not do it as thoroughly as I should have, and I did have a spelling error, but who cares? It went out. It was great. It got the job done. Okay. However, I would double check it. Once you've done that, you just pay here, and then that will automatically get into production as soon as you pay. It's super fast. When I did make that spelling error, I reached out to them and asked if I could fix it. They'd already started production printing them. And then I think it was 3 days later is when it started shipping out, and they were delivered within 5 days. So I would definitely make sure that everything's correct before you pay. All right, that is how simple that is. If you need any help, let me know. I do have another video on direct mail outs that includes a QR code with a landing page, so check that video out too. And I'm always here to help you guys. Have a great day.